Wherever you are in the world, I send you my warmest greetings from down under. My name is Gabrielle Canny, and I'm delighted to be joining you from Australia to speak about AI and family law and our national legal aid project called Amica. I begin by acknowledging that I am on the traditional lands of the Kaurna people in South Australia. I pay respect to their spiritual relationship with this land and to their elders, past, present and emerging. When love breaks down, technology and the law must unite to help people help themselves to put things right. That's daunting for legal systems steeped in decades and centuries of rigid approaches to handling family law disputes. However, doing nothing is not an option. Across the world, there is growing demand for online help that empowers people to resolve their disputes fairly, on their own, without lawyers, without lengthy legal processes, and without excessive cost. In response to that rising demand, growing numbers of online platforms are being developed, including the Amica service funded by the Australian Commonwealth Government. Amica is an online service that encourages separated couples to log on rather than lawyering up. It empowers them to reach amicable agreements themselves regarding their property and parenting arrangements. In a nutshell, here's how. Amica guides separated couples through a step-by-step dispute resolution process. That process helps them reach agreement and record those agreements in plain language on a secure digital platform. It also guides them to specialist legal and non-legal support services at times when they need additional help. This ensures they have access, if required, to professionals such as mediators, counsellors, other supports, including family violence services, and in particular family lawyers. In fact, throughout Amica, people are encouraged to seek legal help or further information, and are provided with links to free helplines and legal aid web chat services. Amica provides information about a wide variety of issues regarding separation. It uses conversational language and avoids legal jargon. And if they wish to, Amica helps users create legally enforceable agreements and applications to court for consent orders. Amica is not suitable for all couples and all situations, and it cannot replace that expert one-on-one assistance provided by lawyers and family courts. But it can empower many couples to better manage their separation and reduce the number of areas in which they disagree. Amica's dispute resolution process is best suited to separated couples who are reasonably amicable, are willing to negotiate and communicate online, and whose property and parenting arrangements are relatively straightforward. Amica delivers its help in two key ways. Firstly, a website that anyone can use to get free information about family law issues. And secondly, the digital tool within that site that enables separating couples to communicate and negotiate online about parenting and property matters. Artificial intelligence plays a key part in Amica by helping people to reach fair agreement about the division of their assets. The suggested property division is designed to guide the negotiation process, but it's not meant to replace legal advice. Users have the option to either agree to the suggested division or use it as a guide to formulate their own agreed percentage split. Once users agree to a suggested percentage division of assets, they can put proposals to one another regarding how that division of money and property will take place. That is, who gets what. Either party can nominate which assets they wish to keep, transfer or sell. Once users reach agreement about the division of their property, Amica can produce a written agreement that reflects that agreement reached. Amica's dispute resolution process also helps family work out parenting arrangements for children. This process focuses on the best interests of the child and, of course, does not involve artificial intelligence. But it does feature smart technology based around the needs of the user. For example, it has a very popular interactive calendar that helps parents to reach agreement and record their agreement about the care arrangements for their children. This feature enables users to easily select their preferred days and nights with their children. To help users arrive at a written agreement, Amica puts a series of questions to them regarding their circumstances, their children, and their assets. Users have the opportunity to provide additional information regarding their answers and can engage in an online dialogue with the other party about the details they're providing. This is designed to encourage full and frank disclosure regarding the assets and liabilities of the relationship. During the online discussion, users can also upload supporting documents to support what they've said. Amica is not a pie-in-the-sky project dreamed up by computer boffins and pointy-headed lawyers in ivory towers. Right from the start, we've been guided by ongoing feedback from everyday people with lived experience of everyday family law problems. They helped us design, build and test Amica. They outlined what they wanted in an online service, and they helped us test and refine our prototypes. Their insights were invaluable to the success of the project. And as we improve the functionality of Amica, we continue to be guided by feedback from users. At the outset of this project, we commissioned independent research to find out, do Australians want this type of service? And if so, what features do they need it to have? 78% said they would use an online service of this sort, an extraordinarily high number. The remaining 22% were intrigued and could see that parts of the system could have assisted them with their family law problems. This research that guided Amica's design showed Australians want online family law assistance that provides three things in particular. Firstly, online tools that help them resolve disagreements without court action. Second, they wanted clear and comprehensive information that's free of legal jargon. And finally, they wanted easy access to support services, mediators, counsellors, lawyers, social workers, and domestic violence services. With funding from the Australian Government, Amica was created by National Legal Aid, the peak body of Australia's legal aid commissions. Legal aid family law experts across Australia provided key data and crucial input to assist Amica's development. For decades, legal aid agencies have dedicated themselves to helping people resolve family disputes fairly, efficiently, and cost-effectively. Amica is an extension of this work and complements their legal aid services and resources. Most importantly, the involvement of legal aid and our family law experts has resulted in a high level of trust by users of Amica. Family Court of Australia and the Federal Circuit Court were also regularly consulted during Amica's creation. They have endorsed the tool, and we are linking to it from their website. By reducing pressures on courts and legal aid services, Amica can help these bodies focus more closely on matters that cannot be solved online. In addition, the Commonwealth Attorney General's Department played a key part in funding and guiding Amica's development and is now actively promoting Amica to the Australian community. Family violence, unfortunately, is all too often a feature of family law disputes. We knew we needed to incorporate important features to protect vulnerable individuals who are dealing with issues relating to separation. Amica's dispute resolution feature is not appropriate for all couples, and it screens out people through a series of questions whose circumstances are not suitable for Amica. Amica also incorporates sentiment analysis, technology that detects inappropriate comments and stops them being communicated to a former partner. The technology informs the person making the remark that their language is not appropriate and will not be permitted. At many stages of its online dispute resolution process, Amica also provides warnings about coercion or pressure to settle on unfair terms. It also uses two-factor authentication to avoid impersonation or coercion by the user. There is no charge for the information Amica provides about separation and family law. Likewise, there is no charge for the settlement range figures that are suggested by the AI software. Very modest fees are charged for written agreements and applications for court consent orders. These fees range from $165 to $440 Australian dollars per couple. In US dollars, that's a range of $130 to $340, or in euros, 106 to 284 per couple. We can keep the fees very low because of our not-for-profit status. The fees fund ongoing maintenance of the Amica service and are waived for users who receive income support welfare payments. Currently, that's about 50% of our payers. Now for some stats. To date, more than 2,500 matters have been commenced on Amica. 600 asset division suggestions have been provided by its AI. More than 250 property agreements have been finalised. 200 consent order court application documents have been prepared. More than 200 parenting plans and parenting agreements have been finalised. And the Amica site has received more than 200,000 page views. These initial figures are very encouraging. But we know from the RecVisor experience we must relentlessly try to inform people about this new approach to resolving family law disputes. The challenge for all legal aid service delivery is that all too often people don't want to know about a new service until they find themselves in a situation where they need that service. So through social media and other traditional channels, we are striving to get the message out that there's a new way of reaching agreement when couples split. Worldwide, there is a growing number of family law online dispute resolution platforms. However, in Australia, Amica stands out from that field for two reasons in particular. Firstly, Amica allows users to complete the online dispute resolution end-to-end process without any compulsory involvement by a lawyer. And second, Amica is a not-for-profit service supported by legal aid, the courts and the Commonwealth Government. And so in conclusion, Amica responds to community demand for digital solutions in the family law sector. When it comes to family law, we must embrace solutions and combine the expertise of people from a range of disciplines. Amica was created by consulting family lawyers, digital designers, and everyday people with lived experience of divorce. Amica arose from that collaboration and consultation. Amica is not a magic bullet that will solve all the challenges facing Australia's family law system and all the difficulties confronting separating couples. but it adds significantly to existing services and gives separating couples more options, more information, more guidance, and more ways to solve their problems. This is good for families, good for the community, and good for courts and the wider legal system. Thank you.